Alright, so I finished Baldur's Gate 3 a couple days ago. I decided to do another playthrough. This will be my official second playthrough. I'm doing the Dark Urge origin story. I'm also going for the achievement where you have to multi-class into every class without using withers. So I'm going to be at least level 1 for every class by the end of this. I'm also using one new mod. It's a camera mod, so I can do some cool shots like this as we're doing the playthrough here. So even though we're doing the Dark Urge playthrough, I'm like naturally always trying to go for like the good actions. So this is gonna be like partly a good playthrough, but the Dark Urge still. We're saving Shadowheart here. I'm also gonna choose the Tieflings, or the Goblins instead of the Tieflings, because my first playthrough I chose the Tieflings. We've got a cool shot of Shadowheart here. We're also gonna use Minthara as one of our companions, since the recent update kind of fixed some of her lines of dialogue. I also tried getting the sword off of this commander guy. Couldn't do it, so we just went past him. Got to my second level, I decided to go with Sorcerer. So right now I'm level 1 Wizard, level 1 Sorcerer. We got to Gale. Did not cut his hand off, even though that was one of the options. I decided to save him normally. I'm on team I don't like Gale, so I'm not really going to use him. We saved Lae'zel too. She's going to probably be in our party, because I need a frontline fighter. Got to level 3, I decided to go with a fighter. I needed the extra hit points, and the defense fighting style was helpful. I also just threw in this Raphael scene because I know I'm going to kill this dude in Act 3, so I had to keep this for foreshadowing. Now up until this point I didn't really see a difference compared to the Dark Urge to the normal playthrough. Coming up I did do the Elfira, this girl. Did end up killing her. Didn't want to, but I had no other choice. Like, she didn't want to leave, so it's like I had to kill her. It was scripted, it was canon. Talked my way out of it in the morning. Astarion was asking me questions. I'm like, nah, I'm good. There's Scratch just minding his own business in the background. Eventually got to level 4. I decided to go with Bard this time for the Bardic Inspiration. Now up until this point, this was probably the most difficult battle of this playthrough. I don't want to spoil anything. It involves the Druid's Grove and Kaga. Shadowheart kept dying so much in this battle, or at least going down. And if you look at the turn order at the top, Lae'zel is not even in the order because she was at the very back, so I was down one person. I didn't even realize it until like midway through the fight. I also tried to turn undead those plants because I chose the nature domain for Shadowheart, if you know her story. I just felt like it made sense. I couldn't charm those guys, even though it didn't even say that they were immune to charm. Thought that was unfair. But we won the battle anyways. At this time I also could not get the camera mod to work during combat, so I just had to forego that entirely. I'm waiting for that to fix itself before I continue on this playthrough. That does it for this part. Part 2 is probably going to be the attack on the Druid's Grove and Anti-Ethel and, you know, any other Act 1 stuff.